My name is Olivia Caggiano, and this is my memory speech. Patricia Caggiano, better known to grandchildren and neighborhood children alike as Nan, stands 5 feet 2 inches tall, with rounded shoulders and a shuffle in her step. She has a head full of curly, sandy brown hair, cut short, and soft blue eyes that flash almost electric with intense emotion. Smile lines grace the corner of her eyes and the curve of her lips. My grandmother is slight, but she is a force to be reckoned with. She's gone through the ringer in the past 7 years, and we've seen her light dim, but it hasn't gone out. I get to see that light begin to flicker back to life as we drive home from the columbarium after visiting Poppy. I woke up that morning to soft rays of sunlight dancing through gray curtains, across a white bedspread, filtering through strands of brown hair covering my cheek, kissing me awake. As I sit up, sinking into the soft peaks of the mattress and blinking sleep out of my eyes, the room comes into focus. On the right side of the bed stands a wooden nightstand covered in doilies, several books, and an alarm clock. On the left side stands a nightstand stereo covered in home living magazines and books from family beach trips in the 90s. In the opposite corner of the room sits my favorite chair, an armchair covered in blue-purple seashells. The gray carpet is soft and velvety beneath my feet as I pad downstairs to the kitchen. Nan is sitting at the kitchen table with a glass of lemon water and a crisp copy of the Dallas Morning News spread out in front of her. I kiss her on the cheek and begin to make myself breakfast. With its delicious smell and beautiful picture windows, Nan's kitchen is one of my favorite places to be. The ghosts of Thanksgivings and Christmases past, spent with my family, dance through my mind every time I enter the room. Everything about Nan is home. Her house is cozy and welcoming, well stocked with M&Ms, Topo Chicos, and charcuterie boards always ready for guests. Her hugs speak hope, joy, and love. She exudes resilience. Nan cared for my grandfather for 7 years as he suffered from progressive parasupranuclear palsy, or PSP. It is the result of nerve damage to the brain and affects one's ability to walk, speak, see, and swallow. She put her life on hold to be certain that his could be lived of the highest possible quality. She gave up painting, yoga, and regularly seeing her friends, yet she still carried on much the same. Thanksgivings and Christmas around the world were still celebrated at her house. She kept knitting and sewing and having lunch with us on Sundays. But the toll of watching Poppy slowly slip away was blatantly obvious. That afternoon, she takes me to the columbarium to see where Poppy's ashes are laid. We cross under an arching entryway and step into a courtyard. 2 walls of reddish stone containing vaults curve toward each other, separated in the middle by a bubbling fountain encircled with beautiful blooming pansies. My grandfather's spot in the wall is next to a statue of St. Francis of Assisi, a saint known for his love of others. I run my fingers over the gold lettering of his plaque and try to remember him before he got sick, but I can't. But I can hear his laugh, and I can feel him squeezing my hand. Nan tells me how much she misses him, the old Poppy, the young Poppy, the Poppy before the illness took away his ability to write and walk and feed himself, before it took away his voice and his laugh. But she knows that he's happy now, and that he's not in pain, that he's hugging Uncle John and Aunt Emily in heaven. She tells me that she's begun painting again, that she's joined a Catholic Bible study at her church, and that she's gone to visit friends she hasn't seen in ages, that she's sad, but not unbearably so, because she's already been grieving for 7 long years. She shows me the space below Poppy's name, where hers will be etched when she passes on. But for now, she's going to live life as she always has, with Poppy smiling down on her, her light burning brighter than every star in the sky.